Hi guys, Kamil here from Addictive Frames. Today we're going to replicate this animation in DaVinci Resolve. So let's jump into it. Okay, so we're going to replicate this animation. I took it from X, from editor named DaVinci. And this is my replication of that animation on the right window, as you can see. This is the notary. I've made it. You saved this notary for you. You can find the link in the description below. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna open new Fusion composition. This animation is about 5 seconds. So hold Shift and right arrow on the keyboard 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And actually my composition is the same length. Okay, let's go into Fusion, and for reference I need the video of Alex, so I've got it here, and that will be let's name it reference. I'm gonna have it on the left side. This is Alex, yeah, and on the right side will be my replication. That's what we're gonna make today. Let's start with background. We're gonna replicate this background. So as you can see, in background of the background, you've got grid barely visible. So this is purple color. This is kind of vignette on the side, on sides, and we've got this grid. So let's start with purple background. I name it straight away purple background. Okay, let's take color picker and try to find the same. Okay, I'm happy with that. Next one will be grid, so we need background with alpha to 0, and let's merge this up. And actually what I'm gonna do, I'm going to copy the grid from here because I've got parameters which I need. So paste it here and you can copy my parameters. And I've got all the settings, and remember in settings the blend is cranked down, so it's barely visible, same as it here. And now to make this vignette I need another background. That will be black background, and I need ellipse to this. I soft the edge of the ellipse and invert it. So let's make it bigger, like that. Okay, and I put the blend of the merge down and make this closer, and it looks fine. So now when we've got background, we go into tidy up. So I do underlay, change the color for purple, hold Alt, and then name this background. Okay, let's move on. Now we're going to replicate these two sentences: how people make money selling digital products. And we need text node. I name it straight away first sentence, and type in how people make money. Let's match this up. And as you can see on the left, the cursor shows where this sentence is positioned. I think the font is a bit thinner, so I'm gonna use semi-bold. Actually, I don't know what font exactly is here, so I use Open Sans semi-bold. You can find different font, but I'm happy with that for the sake of the tutorial. Now let's have a look when it starts. So it starts about here. The letters are curved already, so I start with frame 32. We go in to put modifiers, and let's crank up delay for now. For now, this amount. Now we go into transform, animate rotation -22 and up to 58. It's coming back to 0. And we need opacity as well. So we're going to shading, animate opacity, make it to 0, and 2 frames forward we've got opacity to 1, and it looks like that. We need to go to keyframes to change opacity. I need to move a little bit later. Okay, and stretch the rotation of the letters, and we need to just change as well delay. So it's finished around here, so let's change delay for, okay, that will be 0.78. Okay, you can play around with that. I'm happy for now with this, and let's do second sentence. Actually, before we do second sentence, let's change the size a little bit, so it's about that. Okay, and second sentence, copy, paste here, I name it second sentence straight away. Second sentence, let's merge this up, let's change color of the sentence. So I've got saved yellow color. You can copy my HTML code, so you can gain the same color as I have here. And let's name it as it is on animation, selling digital products. And let's change font to maybe extra bold, this one. And we need to open the keyframes. Okay, make sure you mark these two sentences. And second sentence need to go a little bit later. Let's have a look when it starts. It starts around frame 42, 43. So around here. Okay, we've got sentences. Only want to change the size of the second sentence. Okay, and now we're gonna focus on the bars that start here. So it starts on frame, okay, start on frame 31. Let's start on 32. So we need to build a new node tree, and here will be white background, white background. Let's merge this up. Let's merge this to the main node tree, white background. Okay, and we need a rectangle. Let's position rectangle on the same location as it is on original animation. Okay, so we need to uncheck solid, make border width, and adjust width and height. Our corner radius up to 1. I've got this kind of the same start and frame 32. Yeah, we need to obviously change length, and we need to change position of this length. That will start around here. That actually starts when letter starts. The drawing of the bars starts. Yeah, that will be about frame 44. Frame 44 again. Position here. So we'll start with 0. Let's check here, that won't be visible. Let's start with 0 up to frame 50. Okay, so frame 50. Okay, let's move it out. In the spline editor, type in F, T, now we need to do the filling of the bar. So as you can see, when the bar is drawn, it starts to fill up with the color. Okay, so it's easy to replicate. Just take a background, merge this up. I need to make a new rectangle. Okay, let's position then. I'm going to focus now on the left window here. So I position here. Okay, let's adjust the size. And to mask this out, we need to copy this rectangle and paste it here. What I'm going to change only is length and position by double clicking. Let's show view controls. To see it, I need to make it solid. As you can see, it's barely visible, but the black bar the black filling is inside. What we need to do, we need to change, let's uncheck the show view controls. We need to change the size, and the filling is inside. Now we need to change the color. For now we're gonna change it to red, and we're gonna make animation. The movement start with frame 50. So let's move this filling here, frame 50. And now when we go in, we need to smooth it out. And we need to just animate the color. And I'm gonna name it to filling, frame 50. The color is red, so animate the color. And when it's on frame 86, the color turns to green. And it's this green. Okay. And now we need these numbers on the left. To do this, effects window, number plus. You can find this note on YouTube, just type in Patrick Stirling number plus, and this is the video, and first link in description below. You can download this note and follow the tutorial, and you will know what is this about. I'll name it. Okay, so it started about frame 44 output, so let's say that will be 7,000. all right, 7,000, animate 7,000, and it's going up till here. It's 100,000 on frame 118. And now, as you can see, I'm going to position that here, and let's adjust the font. Can be semi-bold, but I'll change it to extra bold. I'm going to change the size. So when it starts here, it's about in this position, this location. So what we're going to do is we're going to shading. We're going to change opacity to 0. So it's 0 here. It will appear about frame 52. So let's animate 52. And now let's animate position of the letters, of the numbers from frame 44. It will be here, animate here. And follow along the filling. So it will finish on frame 86. Yes, I remember. So let's go up here, and probably it doesn't follow, so we need to adjust with in spline editor. For now, and I'm going to mark all of these nodes in this node tree, and I hold Ctrl and type G, and we got group. And what we're gonna do now, we're going to copy this group, Ctrl C, and paste it here as instance. So Ctrl Shift V in empty space. You've got instant. I'm going to merge this up here, and I need to add transform. So that will be around here. Okay. And what we need to do, we need to open this up, Ctrl E, and we need to add transform to the numbers. When we add transform to the numbers, we need to flip it, move this to the left, and we're gonna add another transform. I'm going to flip it as well. This way I've got the right position. We nearly finished the animation. The only thing what is left is this 3D box in the middle. So I'm not going to create this my own. I'm going to copy all my node tree. I made it here, and I guide you through what I've done. Okay, let's merge this up here. It's positioned perfectly. So, how I made it? I started with background alpha. Next one is background white and ellipse. Yep. Let's go with this to the left window. Actually, I've got ellipse here. It's solid. This I put the expression so you can connect height with width. When you change size, that will change accordingly. Yeah, Control Z. And next step is box. The 3D box. The 3D box you can find on website flaticon.com. Just type in 3D box, and you got few 3D boxes, so you can find the best for your preferences. When you got box, it looks like that, yeah. And now I merge this up to this merge, and I change this merge to operator. It's XOR. When you change the operator to XOR, then the 3D box goes through to white circle. So when we got box, I made another node tree up in here. This is alpha background, and I made another node tree on top of that. So we got alpha background, and I made white background. I got rectangle here. When I was creating that, I put the show guide. I'm going to tell you in a minute why it is so important. So I made a rectangle here. I masked this rectangle with ellipse. So ellipse is kind of like this, and I inverted this ellipse, and I put here another ellipse with subtract, and I checked that I left it as solid, and I adjust height a little bit. That helps to separate these rectangles from the box. As you can see here, it shows, and you can see this gap between these rectangles, okay? Okay, next one, I made this ellipse on the top of the sticks. Merge is over, operator mode is over, ellipse, I put it here, and at the end I put duplicate node, so that helps. I put it on the left, so I put 4 copies, angle is 90, and that helps to copy these sticks with ellipse. Next up, this background is alpha, and we've got white backgrounds here. I copy instance of this rectangle, okay, and I copy instance with this ellipse. I merge this all up, and what I've done here, merged is operator is conjoined, okay, and ellipse, and yeah, and this ellipse operator is over, so it's all as normal, and I put ellipse here. I inverted this ellipse. Here you have some parameters. I put the border width, so I unchecked solid, and at the end of that I put duplicate node, 4 copies, and angle is 90. And now at the end I add transform, and I named it angle, because when you actually animated this, yeah, when you change it, when you move, all the moves are part of the box and the white circle inside. It's nice, I like it. I merged this up to here, to this node tree with the box. I just glow it up, and at the end I changed transform sized. So why? Because as you can see on the left, it's up here like that. Sized is kind of minimum, and it comes up as you can see on my replication is kind of the same as angle is changing. And why I put guidelines here? Because when you do this rectangle in duplicate, when you change angle here, it goes perfectly symmetrically around, okay? As you can see, when I put down 90 is okay, and I can adjust. So it's just perfect, that's why. Now when you watch it, as you can see, you have a roll and all the composition appeared at some point, okay? And how I made it, and what you need to do is add another background with alpha with where alpha is with 0, and merge all the composition. Come on here, come over here, yeah. And by this merge, you can manipulate all the composition. So now, let's say it started animate here. So let's say frame 28. So you can animate all the blend down and up to frame 30, 40. All the animation comes up, okay? And now when you go to edit page, so you can put the composition up and you can add some A-roll, let's say that one. Okay. And you got this effect. Easy to do. Guys, thank you very much for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.